Is AEW uncool? Well, in today's video, we got a massive story unfolding in AEW right now involving the Elite, Kenny Omega, Tony Khan himself. It has all of the ingredients for something interesting. And also, Uncle Dave Meltzer has set the wrestling community on fire, and that is something we are going to be discussing today. Because AEW, whether you like them or you don't, they're always controversial. There's always seems to be a situation in which fans have an opinion about, right? Either you're AEW diehards or the sickos, if you will, something in which Tony Khan has coined y'all, or it's, well, you're an AEW hater. You don't want to see them succeed, and you just want to see their downfall. AEW, when they came on the scene in 2019, well, they were the it thing. They were the hot thing in pro wrestling, right? Wrestlers from all around the country and even the world, and obviously WWE, well, they wanted to jump ship once AEW Tony Khan got distribution here in the United States and started out branching out and picking up market share in international territories. When they got that TBS deal, that TNT deal, well, it was a huge ordeal. It was a massive, massive get for them, and it really gave credibility. But they were able to get the likes of Chris Jericho and John Moxley and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes and Jim Ross, and you go down the list. Well, it only added fuel to the fire. And at a time in which WWE was under the creative leadership of Vince McMahon, and he was given a product that fans did not want to see, they didn't appreciate, well, they jumped ship to AEW, and AEW caught fire. They came out of the gate very, very hot, striking on all cylinders, to the point where in 2021, they were able to start grabbing up a lot of former WWE talent. I'm talking about FTR came over, and obviously the White Whale, which was CM Punk, someone that Tony Khan wanted to sign from the get-go. But CM Punk, he's been around this game for a while. He saw, hey, it's another promotion, some rich guy with some money. He's going to come in and try to take over and take away market share from WWE, and Vince McMahon. But good luck. But that's in fact what happened. The only problem is AEW started to see a decline right around 2022 because it was the CM Punk draw behind the scenes, a bunch of former WWE talent coming over and taking some spots away from the younger generation and the younger guys in AEW. There was also some booking flaws and everything alike, and CM Punk's departure played a crucial role in all of that. But today's video centers around recent comments made by one Dave Meltzer. Now, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, a longtime reporter, yet he is someone that is very controversial. A lot of people do not like this man. They just crap all over him, sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons, but it's usually, hey, someone has an opinion. And he recently shared his belief that AEW's top program involving the Elite and Kenny Omega, well, it would have had huge success 2 years ago, but now it just may falter due to AEW being considered uncool. He said if they had done this angle 2 years ago, it would have been a huge success right now because AEW is considered uncool by a lot of people. When you're uncool, even when you do good stuff, it doesn't work nearly as well, especially when you're a deep number two. I'm not saying this won't work. It was great even if it doesn't work. It's still better than most would come up with. Okay. I don't want to focus on the current storyline with AEW, Kenny Omega, the Elite. I don't want to focus on that because it's not the greater scheme of things, right? Like we're trying to dissect, if AEW has a problem, do they have an uncool problem, and how do we solve this problem? That's the core of all this. Now, number one, do I believe that AEW is quote unquote uncool? I don't think so. I really don't. I think that Tony Khan has really dug deep on, okay, we have this core fan base and we're only going to feed them the product in which they want. Here's what I think, because that's obviously why you click this video, right? I think it comes down to a few situations. Number one, the most important one of all this, WWE had creative change. It was Triple H taking over for Vince McMahon. And he took a product that was not cool. He took a product that sucked, that didn't make sense. Fans didn't care, Vince didn't care, don't care, right? Outside of a few storylines here and there. It was just a very bad product. And AEW gave fan base a solution of, hey, this is a lot better. Why don't you try this product? Oh, you like this product? Okay, we'll come back and we'll give you more. And the longer that Triple H has come and gone as head of creative, well, AEW's decline has taken over. I also think it's very important to note that AEW, well, its booking has not been as solid as it once was. Whether storylines not making sense or storylines just not gravitating towards what the customers want, right? Because, case in point, the Death Rider storyline with Jon Moxley as the World Heavyweight Champion, your Pacs, your Arena Shavirs, your Wheeler Yutas, your Claudios, if you will. That's a storyline that has been dominating AEW television for the better part of, 6-8 months now? If not a year? I think it's been over a year now. I don't know. I try to blog out the storyline. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Because it's not very good. You know it. I know it. But they keep going on. Now, we know that AEW is trying to build towards Will Ospreay taking the AEW World Heavyweight title away from Jon Moxley, right? It's probably going to happen at All In Texas this July. The other problem is the storyline is Drew, this faction, if you will, well, it's terrible, and fans see that, and they're like, hey, can we just move on now? And AEW, Tony Khan's like, no, we have our plans, and we're not going to deviate, we're not going to pivot, we're not going to alter any plans, this is what we have for you. Here, take it, enjoy it, and we'll see you down the road. And a lot of fans are like, no, we don't want to do that. So to answer the grand question, I don't think AEW is uncool. I think it's a cool product. The only problem is they have a lot of flaws. Number one, not all their storylines make sense. Number two, the storylines in which they're giving are not very good. And I think number three, and the most important one, okay, I'm not going in order here, I'm just listing, but the number one biggest issue that AEW faces is WWE is red hot. Keep in mind that the Monday Night Wars between WWE and WCW have been glorified. It's been glorified. Oh, it was the greatest period of the business. Was it? Like, really was it? Oh, both promotions, they were on fire. Were they? Yes, for a certain period of time, those promotions were on fire. They were firing on all cylinders, but it didn't last the entirety of the Monday Night Wars. Think about it like this. WWE was giving out a bad product in the mid-90s. WCW catches fire with the NWO in 96. They're on top in 96. They're on top in 97. And they're on top for the better part of 98. WWE was reeling. They almost went out of business, the whole water cooler thing. Then they slowly but surely rebuilt and then eventually passed over WCW, and WCW went on the decline. So my case in point is this. Historically speaking, when there are two big promotions going at it, fighting over talent and market share, usually one is on the decline while the other is on the upcline. WWE was on the decline when AEW started and was on the upswing. When AEW was coming down, what happens? Vince McMahon's out, Triple H is in, and WWE is once again on the incline. They're on the upswing, if you will. They have momentum, they have support, they have feedback, and they are firing on all cylinders. Therefore, if you look at it like that, there's never been a WWE's here and AEW's here. It's never been that case. Nor has AEW ever been above in terms of market share, size of audience, revenue, any metric you want to name it. AEW has never been that. They've never been on top. They've never succeeded or surpassed WWE in that regard.